Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Company Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on the left side, going for a lot of Captaingrads. We have iKranksy spawning as his Wehrmacht ally. We have Eddyz, Wehrmacht of course, pretty standard. And as their opponent as the British forces with Deepandquite. And as the US player, we have Johny19292. Wehrmacht quarter has been poured out. No additional pioneers. We're likely going for probably an MG42. Oh, Schimwagen. That would make sense as well. But let's keep an eye on the Panzer Elite player. He's gone for just straight Schimwagens or Kettengrads. We do have a Panzer Grenadier here. He may be eyeing for some sort of weird play. Not sure why you go for all those Kettengrads right now. Seeing the British on his side, and that was the Wehrmacht player, yep. Okay, let's just gonna go for a mass armor car spam. Luftwaffe ground forces. Okay, that will explain out his loadout. Engineers going to try to interrupt the Kettengrad. They will fail at it. We would imagine an unarmed unit would be very hard to deal with. Though he's not withdrawing, he actually may lose this guy. He's receiving quite a bit of fire. He was pretty close to getting damaged engine crit, that's for sure. Let's capture up that fuel point as well. We'll get some fuel. Got the scope rifle squad and the Brennan carrier in this region. The Brennan carrier does get the button off. And scope rifle is getting some great damage there onto the Schimwagen. Kettengrads charging forward. Of course, if he's planning to go for Luftwaffe ground forces, this Kettengrads can camouflage, but it won't help out his teammate.
Ready.
The wounded one will capture at this point. An HQ set up mid. Oh, it's set up on this point here. That is a very aggressive HQ. Most players go for right around here, but this a little bit farther forward can make it even more aggressive, but also makes him more vulnerable to redirect fire. Instead of going for armored cars, he may want to go for a 222. Though, no, they needed 222 for hitting the infantry, or 3 222s. But he may want to go for a mortar half-track, or a Panzer IV C to help hit that HQ command truck, because that is a very aggressive one. Kettengrad is going to be capturing the central BP, and he's making this one's way up north as well. Got a pair of riflemen in this region, since soon the Brit will have riflemen reinforcements. Schimwagen Kettengrad in this region. They've got 2 Schimwagens. Okay, that's a lot of light vehicles. The amount of Schimwagens. Wait, what? I'm hoping that the Wehrmacht player goes for a repair bunker for the 3 Kettengrads and for the 3 Schimwagens, because this is an absurd amount of light vehicles. The Axis players have deployed out more light vehicles than infantry units, than infantry models. Nope, not infantry models. There's 2 pioneers, 1 Panzer Grenadier, so they have 1 more infantry model than light vehicles. Which is not... That's just saying something, though. We got this Brennan carrier could get overran by the Schimwagens. Kettengrads doing a good job capturing up the map. The single Panzer Grenadier squad is just way forward. He needs to keep this guy alive. Got the SDG upgrade. So now that does alert its opponent that what he's gone for. And he's getting some great damage right there. Rifleman squad on the high ground. He may be overrun that Rifleman squad as well. He's behind a bit of light cover. So it all depends whether or not they can get a model down quickly. He does actually fall back really early. He potentially could have get some more damage forcing him back. Let's get the next battle phase complete. Got the Bren carrier with the MMG carrier upgrade. Very nice. Mortar almost got the wipe there on that Schimwagen and does get gunned down there now. This mortar is in a very defensive position behind the headquarters command truck. And this Kettengrad is charging forward and will get gunned down. Does not interrupt the cap there. Engine damage crit. And he will actually survive out. Didn't have camouflage activated. 52 is now advancing forward. This Bren carrier is severely wounded and does get fully wiped out there. Scope rifle squad pushing his way forward. Is that another 2-2?
Sniper reporting.
Yes, there is. Let's see what the US player has gone for. Though this is the Brit. Only has gotten 2 infantry sections at the moment, and of course the mortar emplacement and lieutenant. He may be eyeing from some quick stewards, which is probably a good idea to get some quick stewards. We also have a handful of riflemen, minus Bren carrier. We got the supply yard. He may be eyeing for a quick motor pool. That's also another good idea versus the 222s. At least an AT gun. Planting an AT gun near your teammates' forward HQ will help them not get overrun by all these 222s. Speaking of which, that 222s already have veteran C1 thanks to the NMG carrier kill. This intersection is trying to get reinforcements. Go and take time to rebuild that up. Rifleman squad is coming to support as well. They're going to have to plink that armor car to death at the current rate. And now got 2 armor cars in this region. Gets the Bren upgrade and immediately gets wiped out. He should have canceled that Bren upgrade and got more reinforcements. That was a horrible play. I'm going to keep the Brit selected because I'm curious what he's going to defend himself. He has a field support truck. He will need to get out a sapper squad for Piets. Rifleman squad getting ripped apart as well. Getting reinforced there on the scope rifle squad. That's his only intersection at the moment. He does have the healing ability right there. Rifleman squad trying to be reinforced. He's down to 1 member. Does get another member there. Wehrmacht sniper has been deployed on out. These forces are getting ripped apart in this region. They're just getting overrun by all the light vehicles. Now he gets a fresh intersection, which will be very important. It will allow him to get some more mass. He's going another Bren. Gets damaged and pretty. He's starting to pick off away against these Shinwagens. Mortar pit eyeing for a barrage in this region. 1 Shinwagen goes down, which is very important. Has the US player gotten an AT gun or something from the motor pool? That doesn't have enough manpower. One can go for the armor car. That's the Greyhound. That wouldn't be half bad either. Mortar pit could start hitting the 222s. It can start doing some good damage there. Rifleman squad is charging him forward. Not sure if he has sticky bombs or not. Has gone for a backline slit trench. That is just a last resort slit trench, really. Trying to go forward slit trench, but he's going to get ripped apart. He could try buttoning that armor bar. They get some good volley there. Most of the allies have stabilized, but they're still not in a super great position. Though they do have more resources sectors, at least on one full munitions sector at least. This one here. It does got a slit trench here. Getting a guy garrison the back of it, it's not necessarily a bad idea. They're in radius of the casualty clearing station as well, so they can get some health regen while in cover. They had fuel OP take care D4.
We're losing a munitions point.
Munitions point being captured up. Now we do got a light TF track, which can start plinking away stuff at long range, but won't be all too effective. Rifleman is going to be engaging out with range, trying to hit these armor cars. Kaliningrad here, wounded. This Kaliningrad is quite healthy, and of course he has gone with Luftwaffe ground forces, means camouflage Kaliningrads. Ren's getting some damage at range. The US player still needs to get out an AT gun. An AT gun has been deployed on out. Greyhound is been deployed out as well. He has not gone for the armor skirts, nor the 50 cal. He needs armor skirts at least. Got some casualties being recovered by the Brits still, which will net him some extra intersections. Mortar pit could be order our barrage in this region and get some good damage on it. We do have a repair bunker here. Will be useful for all the Shinwagens and Kaliningrads. Now he's gone for airborne. Getting out some airborne for some close rifles wouldn't hurt either.
We have an upgrade.
Does have a good amount of munitions as well. The extra munitions income from this point here, that affects the US player, right? Yeah, it does. We're gonna net them a lot of strafes as well, so the allies will be pouring in the munitions. They will not only have additional 18, but additional, what, 27? That's plus 9, right? Gotta wait.
Nothing like digging. Units got the rifle grenades.
Rifle grenades have been upgraded. Yeah, or plus 10, not plus 9. But of course, I will net him additional 28 munitions versus the Axis players. Because right now they're at plus 63. That's going to be a lot of strafing runs, potentially. Or bombing runs. Oh, did he lose that squad entirely? Maybe? No, those are medic models. Or a medic model. He's taking out these medics. Very nice. Not close to another intersection just yet. Camouflage grad will be useful for spotting. He does need a bit of healing on this guy here as well. Could use the healing ability right there to get them topped off. And now here comes the allied US AT gun. We got 2 Pack 38s here as well. They got a lot of AT. The X players a lot of AT. We got various riflemen in this region. Or at least a rifleman squad to try and be defensive. Maybe pull out a MG bunker or 2. Ask a teammate going for Stukas of boost. And he says yes, he will. Does spot the airborne. And does have fired up enabled so he can decapture that point. Does fall back early, which is good. He does not have a triage center. Pioneers making the advance. We got the Kedgrad spotting these forces. Mortar raining on in.
What the hell? They zeroed in on us!
Medic does go down right there. Greyhound is region.
Have what they need to
No armored skirts either. And now we've got Royal Artillery for the Brit. This player has gone for that. The only thing we don't know is the Wehrmacht player's doctrine. Oh, he has gone for Blitzkrieg. So all players have selected their doctrine. Let's keep the Wehrmacht players selected because it's probably the most variability of pop-ups, such as the battle phases and the veterancy. The British is slowly crawling forward with slit trenches. A lot of Piets here as well. Has gone Pioneer from Flamethrower, which will be useful to clean out these trenches. Now got 25 pounder barrage raining on in, rolls and miss. And the Greyhound does go down to a AT gun shot. There's also a landmine there. It looks like it was being deployed out by the Greyhound itself. The Chorus rifles have been upgraded, which should be useful versus these various forces, various light vehicle forces. Incendiary mortar has been called on in, and got some more mortar barrages here. Though he does, of course, have the mortar half track. Some grenade warfare from his teammate wouldn't hurt either. Firing it up, and does not even get the reinforced rifles to hit that mortar half track. Another flammable warfare has been built, so he has 3 flammable warfares, which will be very useful to clean out some of these trenches. Currently, he does have 3 Pack 38s, 1 Shimbolg and 1 sniper. Sniper's at 6 kills. Assault phase is complete. Better skip assault phase and go. I suppose he still needs some more from half tracks, which will actually be very useful displacing these trenches and all that sort. So we've got 2 lieutenants. Got some shots there on the sappers. Now we've got a Stews available, which would help engage these trenches. Rifleman squads are advancing forward. Hopefully these 8 armor cars are at 3 levels of veterancy. 23 and 26 infantry kills each. Jeez. Flamer Pioneers now advancing forward. They can do some actually good damage. We got some light infantry support, if I can see. Now we've got officer artillery raining on in. Pioneers all falling on back. And they do manage to all escape. All these officers do fall back. Now here comes the battle phase. He has gone for his, I don't suppose you don't need a Sturmarmory to get out the Warframen half-tracks, but you could potentially get out some Nebelwerfers as well. He has a lot of support infantry upgrades, so he does have a number of upgrades meant for that can be used for Nebelwerfers. And the incendiary effect may be a little bit better in taking out these slit trenches, so they have that lingering incendiary effect. Pack 38 or M1AT gun takes out the Schimwagen. Now we got the lieutenant, sappers, and the captain now advancing down south. Riflemen do have the what's it called, bar upgrade. Piet's getting some good angles onto that bunker.
Attacking secure territory of the fatherland.
It takes out the bunker right there. 52 is going to try to hit these forces. These guys are quite winnable. In fact, one of those squads are down to one model. Get some hits there. Falls back now. They also need to fall back, so the captain's trying to get burned alive. Does pick up a Piet there. Put it on that one model, not all of them. Does receive quite a bit of flamer burst there on the rifleman as well. There's 3 flamers here that can do a lot of damage. And these guys are severely congested as well. AT gun does get overran. A lot of these forces can be overran. Those are these guys in the bunker. He needs to use the healing bunker effect. Those use the captain inside the bunker as well. The British should have plenty of munitions. No, that's some munitions, not plenty, but still enough for the healing effect. Which he's doing it now. This Brent squad could fall back to the slit trench there to get some more healing effect, but right now he's just sitting ducks. Now we've got a Panther deployed out by the Panzer Elite player. Not sure where his other Panther may have went. There it is. Getting repaired up by the repair bunkers. Airborne squad does spot the Panthers. And right now the AT guns getting focused down does get destroyed by the autocannons. AT gun being reinforced but getting ripped apart by the autocannons. See a good hit there. AT gun does get decrewed and severely wounded now. The section has been reformed, so he's got another infantry section. It's there onto the Piet squad. Not a whole lot left here to engage the Panther. He only has a lieutenant with the Piet, but it's running out of range. Rifle grenades won't do much either. Mortars are raining on in, and it looks like the Piet sapper will avoid the incendiary effect by being in the middle of everything. But right now, he's going to get burned alive. He stays right there. Does fall back to the far side, trying to get healed on up. Mortars still raining on in. 8 repulse rifles does get some hits there onto the mortar half-track. Has triple defense efficiency. Well, let's see what he's doing. MP40 folks, he's getting some Warframen now. He's low on munitions. He's probably going straight for the Tiger tank. Since we're using all the munitions on the Warframen upgrade, he can't really get the manpower bullets. Good hits there. Kenigrad charging forward does spot this landmine there. The Kenigrad is camouflaged, able to spot these forces. Flamer Pioneers trying to burn this captain. Then of course get the fresh captain. Now here comes the Warframe barrage getting some damage on it, but now the Flamer Pioneers getting focused down. This one needs to fall back, severely wounded. Does get wiped out there. The other one does fall back now. The remaining one is still quite healthy and getting some great damage there on the rifle grenades. Brand squad does fall back. PS squad trying to hit the Pioneers, but this Pioneer squad is still quite healthy. Pulse rifles charging forward does receive a healing effect right there. Not sure. Oh, looks like he's way back here. Looks like this squad got pretty scared it out. Airborne squad will need to fall back. Could throw a frag grenade inside this trench. He needs to throw a frag inside the trench. He gets wiped out there. Trench does get wiped out. Does lose the Volt squad. And picked up a couple Brens. There's a lot of Brens on this intersection, isn't there? There's 4 Brens on that squad. Let's put him as trench and just start firing Ray. A lot of DACA.
PFC 100 points left.
Panthers start slowly advancing forward. They have not deployed out a sufficient or any sort of anti-vehicle mobile AT. They need Hellcats, Fireflies, M10s. Something to be mobile to engage these the mortar half-tracks. These mortar half-tracks are just ripping them apart. The Panthers are finding a very good front line as well. Switch over the US player and let's see what abilities he's calling right now. He has deployable AT guns. He needs to bring in bombing runs, honestly. He has a lot of mission stockpiled up. Casual player station does go down. Damage to the crit onto the truck. Got to pick up the repulse rifle from the captain. And now got a fresh AT gun being deployed on out. He needs to go for the anti-infantry strafe and the bombing run. He needs something to break out this front line. Volvo AT gun's nice, but it's a little bit more expensive than the regular AT gun, if I remember correctly. Repulse rifles does connect with the armored car.
Airborne, ready for a fight!
Asking for more repair bunkers. I'm not sure how many he has right now. Let's see. 1 at the moment.
Paratroopers on point.
Got the 25-pounder. They can help break these little siege line they have going on. Pulse rifles are receiving some hits from the Panther. They're pretty stacked up as well.
I got a bad feeling about this, Sarge.
Grant does camouflage forward, will be spawning this entire region for them. Takes out that slit trench to use building. AT gun has been deployed right there. Panthers, however, 2 levels of defense efficiency. Both of them have 2 levels of defense efficiency. It does give them the mount as well. Rifleman squad has been doing a good job of absorbing fire. Asking for 1 Nebel Warfer. The slit trench does go down. And these flamer engineers getting picked off by the scope rifle squad. He's stopped capturing the point. Look at that flamer going. Got why is he going for supply drops? He has plenty of munitions. He does not need supply drops. I suppose going for the mortar weapons would be useful. I suppose going for supply drops for his teammate to bring in some more artillery abilities wouldn't hurt. I was just getting the mortar, trying to put the bomb in. Mortar hatcheries a bit more resilient than mortars. They're a vehicle. Right now they need something to deal with the Panthers and autocannons and the mortar half-tracks. They need just Hellcats, Fireflies. Bert doesn't have an armor command truck, and the Warpmans are ripping apart these forces. Oh, we got 25-pounder getting some great hits there on those forces. He has 2 25-pounders, exactly what they need to help break that line, but Flamer Pioneers are overrunning these trenches. So it's got a little trench there, very good. Does wipe out 1 of the Flamer Pioneers while at it. And somehow the intersection does stay alive. Act 38 camouflaging forward. Panthers charging forward. They see an opportunity to take on the 25-pounders, and they are going to take it. We do have a single Peanut squad here. And there's no airborne troops here as well. It does take out 1 of the 25-pounders. Butterfly bombs coming in the tree path as well. Very nice. Takes takes out that other 25-pounder as well, and that was the biggest threat the Allies have.
Jerry's firing on us. I hear you. Go ahead,
Enemy fire!
Rifle grenades do rain up high. Repulse rifle from the captain does not fire. See, Pack 30 MG bunker. Pack 38 just trying to camouflage away. You've got the mortar half-track now button. He does have Piets or a Piet firing. This one did drop a Piet earlier. And they do fall back right there. Looks like Warfman Barrage is raining on in, getting some good damage. Got a pair of drop bars as well.
Under fire! I'm gonna get right! Fuck in a second!
Got the mortar trying to engage this force, but it's not a good target. Got the Stu here, no kills at the moment, so looks like it may not have fired off a single shot just yet. Another city mortar raining on in. Yep. Personally, what made me not want to play Company Heroes 3 was all the UI issues. Like, all the placeholder UI just gave me that really big nagging feeling. It's about as polished as my own mods, and that is the worst insult I can ever give to Company Heroes 3. But yeah, now we got the Flame Engineers receiving a bit of fire. Good chance to see a frag grenade, but overall having trouble with the Flame Engineer. They do have 2 levels of efficiency. Need some more reinforcements here. More mortars are raining on in. Now here comes another round of Nebworth of barrages. And he looks like he just got wiped out a squad there as well. Who are the OPs? We got iKranksy, we got Eddyz, we got Johny19292, and we got Deepandquite. Definitely a lower rank game. Mortar half-tracks raining on in. Got a lot of infantry sections in this region. Has 2 lieutenants and a captain in these trenches as well. But they're just getting picked up by these mortars. Grand Gunners looks like hitting the Kettengrad that got revealed. Does get camouflaged again. No, don't charge for the HQ command truck. It died there for a reason. You can't hold that region. Panthers charging forward. They will spot the HQ command truck. Send 2 deadly hits into it. They both have efficiency 3. Got repulse right for some of these squads here, and the HQ command truck goes down because if it dies there the first time and you haven't secured the area, don't send it there again. More mortars raining on in. The split trench is almost down as well. I got the Tiger Panzer right there. Looks got a couple dropped repulse rifles. There are a lot of dropped repulse rifles this game. And looks like the brick player has backed out the game. Now you've got the Hexo strafing support right there. Not like there's any targets for it. And yep, that's the end of the replay. This is iKranksy. Thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.